inequalities on the SAT can be kind of confusing to interpret. You might get mixed up on which side the symbol faces, what's greater than, what's less than, what does that mean in terms of shading, and Desmos makes it really easy, quick, and simple to answer inequality questions. So remember, your inequalities are in the keyboard that's built in. There's your less than sign, or we have less than or equal to, and we can just type that directly from our keyboard as well, right? So here is less than. If we just type an equal sign, that'll be less than or equal to right there. So let's try a couple of questions. So over here, we have the shaded region represents the solutions to which inequality? So we can just type these all in. Y is greater than or equal to negative 5x plus 3. So y is greater than or equal to negative 5x plus 3. And yeah, that doesn't quite match. The line doesn't match, let alone the shading. So then the next one is negative 3x plus 5. So we just quickly change this, 3x plus 5. That's still not it. And then we have y is less than or equal to 3x plus 5. So we can just change this real quick. Less than or equal to 3x plus 5. And we take a look at this because now we're seeing that it does kind of look similar, right? We have the right shading in the right direction. So we need to figure out, do the points match up? And we can do this by taking a look at a couple of points on the line. So over here we have the point 1, 2, and it looks like it goes through 3. So that's 0, 3. And over here, our y-intercept is 5. So that's not quite it. But then we have answer choice D. Y is less than or equal to 5x plus 3. And we see this does have the correct y-intercept of 3. Now, we could also figure out what tables represent the solution sets of a system of inequalities. So when we have a system of inequalities, it means we have two separate functions. So we'll clear this out. Y is less than 2/5 x plus 3. So y is less than 2/5 x plus 3. So that's our first one. And you'll notice the dashed line, that's less than because it's not equal to. So anything on the line doesn't count. Then we have y is greater than 1/2 x minus 6. So y is greater than 1/2 x minus 6. So basically, anything that is in the region that is covered and shaded by both, right? So it's this dark green region over here is going to be within our solution set. So now we have these tables and we can just start throwing points in and seeing if they fall in the solution set. So both A and B have this point -2, -8. So let's check that out and we can throw in a point -2, -8. And we can zoom in. Most of these are within a certain scale, and you see that that's already outside of the solution set, so we can get rid of A and B immediately. So over here we have -2, 3. So let's try -2, 3. And that's actually outside of the solution set as well. And then we have -2, 2. So testing that point alone, and we again can zoom in just a bit to make sure it's not actually on that dashed line, which doesn't count, and we see that this is in fact in the solution set. So that would be our correct answer. It's the only one that has a point that falls in the double shaded region. Now, if there were multiple points that fit our solution set, we'd obviously have to keep trying new ones. Again, we could do this with another one over here. Y is less than x and x is greater than 7. So we can use our gear to delete everything really quickly. And we had, again, y is less than x. And we had x is greater than 7. So we can see, again, that our double shaded region is what we're looking for. That's basically anything in this area. And then they give us some points. So 0, 1. So let's throw the point 0, 1 in. And that's definitely not there. And we have 3, 2. And that's under the red region, but not the double shaded region. And if we're doing multiple points, we can click this label button just to remember which point was which. And we got 6, 7. Nope, that's just outside of either region. And then finally, I mean, at this point, we know the answer is going to be D, but let's just see it. 9, 8. Let's try that again. 9, 8. And you'll notice that this point over here, 9, 8, is in the area that is covered by both shaded regions. So that's going to be our correct answer.